This episode was made possible by Kove Motorcycles South Africa, Off-Road Cycles, Insta360, Leatt, and turkanagear.com. In the previous episode of The East in NorthWest.
What, did you plan something?
I planned something.
Whoa.
Just follow me.
Okay.
For a change.
Serious?
We took a Chinese Kove 800 X Pro on a trip through the Northwest province.
We brought the rock to the hot place.
Rode the open high-speed gravel roads across the plains. Explored a deep blue sinkhole and had a great time socializing with the locals along the way.
Right. Klaar. Ek voel op my skouer. Waar's my glove?
We're right in the middle of a 3-day adventure through the Northwest province. The gravel roads are amazing, the people are wonderful, and we're having the time of our lives.
Alleen net twee op de grond.
Dit is om pinball te speel. Daar is meestal van.
Time to play with our amazing new Insta360 X5 cameras and get some shots from totally unexpected angles.
Sweet. But now the problem is, I can't take my helmet off, so it's like playing pinball. You throw them in the top, and you try and catch. I've got a 50% strike rate. Okay. Wait, one is caught in the helmet. Oh!
This afternoon stint takes us past the northern rim of an ancient extinct volcano surrounding the Pilanesberg Nature Reserve, and then turns south towards a lodge on the banks of the Valkop Dam. Our planned route seems blocked off for roadworks, so we handled this surprise in the tried and tested rural Africa way. Just ride over and around it until you absolutely have no other choice but to turn back. Our stubborn approach seems to pay off as we speed up and make good time towards our overnight stop. we eventually managed to turn away from the roadworks on a smaller track for the last 20 kilometers, taking us straight to the gate of the lodge. This time of day in the bushveld is Warthog hour, so I keep a keen lookout for these meaty roadblocks sneaking through the thick grass at the roadside. They might look relatively small, but hitting a Warthog at speed is like hitting a solid brick wall.
Wow. And that's a dam. That is the inlet to a dam. Look at that. You can't even see the water. Just like. It's not very cool. Wow. Want ek wonder of die vis survive in hierdie dam.
Ek twyfel, ek wonder of hierdie goed nie so baie suurstof wegvat nie. Dat hulle nie kan nie.
We aim for the entrance gate of the lodge, and after completing the entry register, enjoy the long, slow ride through the reserve towards reception.
It's a lonely place. Posh people stay here. But I've got a refuse bag to put my clothes in. Not the dirty ones, the ones that I can actually extract. Washing, toothpaste, soap. Something warm for tonight. Shirt for tomorrow. Let's look at the other side. Being Afrikaans, the obligatory jean pant. Ooh, tomorrow's riding socks. Tomorrow's riding tights because I look good in them. And there's tomorrow's support structure. And that's it.
With the admin sorted, we jump on a game drive for a late afternoon ride.
Welcome to our 4 o'clock game drive. My name is Mlungisi. I will be your driver and the guide for the next 2 hours of game viewing. So you guys can just feel free to stop me anywhere as we're gonna be driving around. You can hope to see some giraffes, some zebras, some wildebeest, some inyalas, some impalas, yes, some kudus, yes, some ostrich, and some many animals. That's why you can find lots of their webs. Yes, yes. Have the venom, but it's harmless to us humans, so you can.
Like a mosquito.
Yes, like a mosquito, you can.
Don't even bring it close.
I mean, if you still want your eyes to drive home, don't even come close, bro.
There's one on the couch, yeah.
Life is short. Watch out.
So yeah,
I can remember the way back.
they're if you look at their color, they are very beautiful spiders.
Yes,
Like,
but that thing carries a flick knife and a 9mm. I'm finished.
you can even pass them. We have
Is it?
lots of them here. We
I'll
can.
take your word for it.
So the big ones like this one are the females, and the males are slightly smaller than this one. What happens? They can both create their webs, but for the males, the purpose of the males to create the web is to impress these ones. Once they are impressed, they will allow mating. But once they are not impressed by that web, they will be like, okay, you have wasted my time, then I'm gonna kill you. Then they will
Move
eat
on.
that male.
They eat the males.
They will eat. They don't move on. This
Also,
one, yo,
also much like real life.
yes, they will.
Divorce will kill you.
Yeah.
Yes. And what also happens if they do allow mating at the time, okay, they will mate with the males. And then most of the time they also, after mating, they will kill the male and eat the male. Yes. And that's why when you can look around as you're gonna be driving, you're gonna see lots of females than males. We'll take her back to her.
Your kingdom.
I will bite you if you do that to me.
Luckily, the reserve has some larger, less scary wildlife to look at, like all of these young ostriches. I always wonder, is it a flock of ostriches? But they can't fly, so it has to be a herd. Or a roost? Well, apparently, it's a pride. Some wildebeest in the distance, and then we go for a sunset drink on the dam's edge.
Look at this. These are hyacinth.
It's horrible, eh?
After eventually spotting the giraffe on our way back to the lodge, we go to the bar and campfire to chat with the other guests and to go scouting for a proper dinner with dessert.
Dis okay, die goeie smaak nie is.
Pudding and custard for dessert.
Sunrise in the NorthWest bushveld. And today, on our last day of the trip, we decide to hit the road a little earlier than usual. Today, we're starting off in a northeasterly direction to get some gas at the Assen filling station and then skirt the edge of the Borakalalu Nature Reserve through tribal land to an interesting attraction that we've never visited before. We turn the morning's commute to the gate into our own game drive opportunity.
Yo, funny. Why did we start so early?
I don't know. There's no reason for us to start this early. It's 8:30, and I think it is the coldest morning so far because it's 6 degrees Celsius at the moment. It was slow for the first little bit, but now it's going to be.
I'm spending my third day on the back of a Chinese newcomer to our South African adventure motorcycle market. And this hasn't been a mere afternoon city ride to do a quick Facebook opinion piece. No, this has been a real-life adventure test.
How's my hair? Now's probably a good a time as any to talk about the Kove 800, the adventure. It's a surprise. Let me tell you that I was ready to diss it. I was, because it's Chinese and that's what we do in South Africa. We go, what? Chinese gentlemen, let me tell you, the Chinese are here. You can struggle and kick and you can deny it, but they are here and their products are good. From their cars all the way down to the bikes. It's time that we in South Africa get over it because they are good. First, the feeling of the ride for the last 2.5 days on gravel and sand, sandy track, high speed, technical rocks. It's very friendly. I expected something that has bad suspension. It does not have bad suspension. It has very good suspension, to be quite honest. This bike is stock standard. There's nothing extra on this bike. The only stuff I fitted was the luggage, and there's a GPS card, there's a bracket for my cell phone to use for navigation. That is it. All of it is standard. Let's start at the back. Let's start with the luggage. This thing has 20 odd extra Ks plus maybe the backpack. So say I'm running 110 kilograms on this bike, right? Which is probably not ideal. I think the Chinese Oaks designed it for a guy of 80 kilograms, probably, right? So it's a little overweight. I haven't bottomed once. I've jumped and I've done everything and I haven't bottomed once. Not once. The suspension, I think, is ample. Silencer box, whisper quiet. If you want to be loud, you'll have to put another pipe on it. Brakes at the back. Sharp. It comes with proper foot pegs, but it doesn't come with bark busters. You know, the hands are open. 2 or 3 times I actually, on the side, you go past these little thorn bushes and you think, I'm just going to clip it, and you forget you don't have bark busters on it, and it really hurts. So just remember, it doesn't come with hand protection on the handlebars. It does have this protection at the top, upper crash bar. That's standard. I think it does need a little protection at the bottom. Maybe a bar around here, something that protects this casing for in case you fall. And it is exposed in the front. You probably need a little something here to protect that in South African conditions. Touch wood, I've been fine. Suspension wise in the front, it's good. It's adjustable, fully adjustable. I think I could probably drop the forks into the triple clamp with another millimeter max, but that's what's left. The reason I'm referring to that is I find the rake on this bike is very steep. It's not lacquer nice in front. So in technical rocky twisties, it handles very nicely. In sand, it sort of wants to do that. You have to be very careful not to lean too far forward on the front wheel on this bike, even though it's a light bike. But it's very easy to save because of the weight of the bike. I mean, it's under 200 kilograms and it's an 800cc. It's actually 790, but 800cc. There is a steering damper on the front, standard. I thought, you know, seeing as the rake is a bit shorter, that it's going to be a bit twitchy, but it's not twitchy at all. The engine is, you know, the CF Moto standard Chinese. Kove also uses that motor, which is the 790 motor, originally KTM motor, the 790 KTM. It does make a hell of a noise when you start it in the morning. I'll be worried if it's my bike. You know what I mean? Just because of the noise. But then again, I'm used to engines that are whisper quiet. Shouldn't be a big issue. Shouldn't be an issue. This bike goes like this, boom, 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 200 plus. Done it in this strip. It's under 200 kilograms. It goes over 200. And it costs just a little more than 200. I think 210. And for what you get, ground clearance. I mean, look at the ground clearance. The CF 800, the CF Moto 800 doesn't have this ground clearance. This is more gravel friendly than the CF Moto 800, which has the same engine in it. Just a different build, different design. Fuel, I'm riding it like a hooligan. Fuel consumption is 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers. And I'm revving it all the way. And it's got a USB port here and a USB-C port, standard. Oaks in South Africa, listen to this. If you switch the traction control off and the ABS off, it's off. You switch the bike off, you switch the bike back on, it's still off. If you want the stuff switched on, you have to do it yourself. You see, in China and in South Africa, we don't care if Oaks crash because then they're stupid. You shouldn't have crashed. But if you build a bike for Europe and America, you have to make sure that the traction control comes back on, just for in case some idiot crashes and blames the manufacturer that there wasn't traction control because he switched it off. There is electronical aids, but you can cut them off at your peril or at your pleasure. I don't think this is a bad bike. I'm going to tell you that. I am very, very impressed.
The fact that this bike is very light inspires confidence in the loose sections, and I feel comfortable enough to throw it around across the spoor and sandy ridges. There's still one more issue to address. How quick is this Kove out of the starting blocks compared to the T7? I totally believe it's faster, but by how much?
Right, Bonnie. From tar to tar. Nah. Speed T7 800. Okay, first one on the tar on the other side wins. You ready? We're going from on 0. 3, 2, 1, 0.
I give Fani a gentlemanly 1 second head start, but the 800 quickly kicks in and streaks off. Well, I guess that's to be expected, but it wasn't by much. We're heading into tribal lands, and from here on in, we're sharing the road with lots of locals and free roaming cattle. The road eventually takes us into the rural townships just north of the city. It's traffic like this, the unsightly rubbish and general decay that usually forces us around these parts. But today, we head into the heart of Shoshankove, to an unexpected attraction.
Nice ride.
Ah, thank you very much. This one is better, ne? No, this one.
This one, no?
I like all of them. Even the colors.
This one is better because it's in front. It's faster.
This one is better because it's in front.
Yeah, that one is too slow. This one is better. My name is Piri.
Piri.
Scott. S for who?
Stefanus Christian.
Oh, now you are talking. But you said you are fine. You see?
Piri.
You are Piri.
Not fun.
Maybe Peter or Pete or something.
Piri.
Piri.
Here, you can buy.
Piri Dumesani Breitenbach.
You are Dumisan.
Piri Dumesan.
I'm going to write Dumisan.
You can. I'm not afraid. Morning. How are you? It's getting better and better and better. We have a permit that you need to sign, they say. My 12-year-old son has it. Thank you very much. Now we just go and see.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Thank you. Don't jump. Holy sh! In the middle of nowhere. Look at this, bro.
Trust Fani to give me a nudge while I'm standing on the edge of this ridge having a moment.
Hoe je wacht, nee, los, let go. Oh, my cinemas. Oh.
Ons sien die coolste hè.
Eating peanuts on the edge of probably one of the youngest impact craters in the world. This is only what, 200,000 years old, but also one of the deepest layered meteor impacts on the planet, because it's now about 50 odd meters deep. They say it originally was between 100 and 200, so let's take 150 meters down. So it's 3 times as deep as it is now. But over the last 200,000 years, it got settled with sediment. And the sediment filled it up because there's nowhere else for us to go. Water runs in here. Just before the Second World War, this was actually a salt mine. They took salt out of here. No, I didn't know. So the water is very saline because there's nowhere else for it to go. How is that? A kilometer across, eh? Impressive.
Spectacular sitting here at Trying Crater. I knew about the place, but I never realized how amazing it really is.
When we came up the little road and there was a little gap and you could see into the crater, it's really impressive.
It is spectacular.
And this is what adventure bike brings.
Seeing new places.
This weekend, for me, was all about going where we have never been before. And we actually looked at a map and we said, this little piece of South Africa, we haven't seen it, so let's go.
Well done, Fonny.
I think we were probably on 85% roads that we've never been on before.
Never been on. And the amazing thing is, on these roads, you constantly think, okay, I don't know the track, I don't know the road, so you're making decisions, like 300 decisions a day, which is crucial to your survival. So in effect, there's 300 opportunities per day. You're constantly making a choice, and you wait, and then constantly again another choice, and then another choice, deciding where to go. That will kill you. You'll live there.
Yeah. I've unfortunately come off a couple of times where I've obviously made wrong decisions in the past.
Haven't we all?
Maybe the awareness that I now have was the reason why stuff like that happens.
Just being conscious
Yeah.
of your surroundings and your being and your existence and your place in it, and cutting through time in it.
Everybody that we probably know is in this high-paced corporate machine rat race where it's business. And a weekend like this, I promise you, I've not thought about work once. You know, you can't. You have to be here. So that awareness and living in the moment. 3 days of that, reset your mind.
We go back to civilization, and we're out of the moment because we're working on a project, or we're planning a target, or we are evaluating something. Not very often are we in the moment, actually enjoying the moment and living it. Motorcycle dealerships across the planet are struggling to get a younger generation to buy adventure bikes because they're not in the moment. They're used to losing themselves on a computer game or on a little project here or on social media there. There's an entire generation, maybe two, lost, that can't ride adventure bikes because they can't be in the moment and explore themselves. They're in cogs and wheels. The newer generations they're either worker ants or they're consumers, or a combination of two. And very few of them rise above the mud, the quagmire of just being good enough. And I think that the young ones that are going to rise and are going to start thinking for themselves, they're going to be the champs of the future. They're going to be the people that change the world. There's very few of them nowadays, eh? And I think those are also the people that would probably ride adventure bikes.
For sure.
Yeah. But there's very few of them.
What a weekend. What a trip. We live in a beautiful country. I actually feel ashamed about the fact that I didn't know about a place like this. So just get out. Get out and ride.
Get out. Risk it. It's unsafe. Yes, it is unsafe. But there's reward in it. There's rewards there. Commit to something. Back yourself. Go and find it.
I believe that it's also sort of a mental preparation, mental training to put yourself in a situation like this. Surely we must get back after making all of those decisions that we made over the last 3 days. And
Different.
You must be wired a little bit differently.
Yes, I think so too. So now, home.
Something totally new, clutch control.
Going back home. To the place where you're building a life and a future for you and the people that you care for. Back home. It has a bigger meaning after a weekend like this. It's more, because it's where you go to share the new insights and growth you've experienced out in the world. It's the base we work and explore from, and always come back to. I often feel guilty about leaving my family at home to go on an adventure ride, like it's selfish to leave them. But I've come to realize that the leaving allows me to come back home again, to reaffirm my connection with my loved ones, and to deepen the bonds that we already have with every homecoming.
Bye-bye. Thank you, ne?
You're welcome. Where's my permit?
Your boyfriend?
My permit.
Oh, not your boyfriend, your permit.
Yes.
Yes, your boyfriend. I mean your permit.
My permit, not my boyfriend.
We decide to take the long way home through the city, from one side to the other. We are riding through places that we haven't been in a very long time. And seeing how things have changed made me realize how much we have changed. Passing the old haunts that we frequented as students many, many years ago. It seems like a different world now. These places where we wrestled through our reckless years. And sometimes I think it's a miracle that I survived it at all. That my journey is still continuing. If only I knew then that leaving would always bring me back home. Thank you for joining us in our exploration through the Northwestern Province. Please like and follow our channel to get a heads up of our next adventure coming soon.